So recently I kind of noticed that my twig catfish, the Farlowella vittata, had not been breeding anymore. And I just assumed I didn't have any male fish left, because over time, a few of the older fish died. Some of them, I'm not sure, maybe just of old age. A lot of them sort of died I'll call it misadventure, where they get stuck in something. One got chopped in half by a power head. Another one got stuck at the top of my overflow for my sump. One of them actually jumped out, which is kind of confusing. The tank is pretty well covered and they don't seem like they would be the most acrobatic of fish. But I found a little dried up twig on the floor next to the tank. So I noticed while feeding that there seemed to be 4 left and they were all pretty small. The females are smaller than the males. They're not as long as the males. So I just assumed, oh, that's it. There's probably only females left. And then like 2 days ago, I noticed this little guy up in the corner here protecting some eggs. So it's the males that protect the eggs. That must be a male. And this poor little guy is frantically trying to defend them from the angelfish, who really aren't paying attention to them, because I think they could pretty easily eat them if they wanted to. But they just hang out in this spot because this is where I usually feed them. So anytime I walk across the room, they all race over here. And this poor little guy starts freaking out. Or maybe they have tried to eat them and he like flails at them, and I don't know, maybe they just don't think it's worth the risk. But they'll come over and hang out near him. But they don't show any interest in actually trying to eat the eggs. So that's good, I guess. We'll see what happens if the eggs hatch and they're little babies. I assume they will definitely eat those. But anyway, other than that, the tank is doing pretty well. The plants definitely were showing signs of lacking nutrients. See the yellow leaves, the dark green veination. So there's like definitely nutrient imbalance happening. I started dosing again. I hadn't in a very long time. So I started dosing iron and just a general sort of one of the all-in-one sort of fertilizers. And the new leaves, let's see if I can find one. New leaf in the back there, and one right in the center there, and one to the left here. The new leaves look pretty good, so that's a good sign. Unfortunately, the old leaves will not revert. Once they're like that, that's it. But that's okay. Over time, they should bounce back. This is 3 Anubias sparteri caufifolia. They're like 5 years old, so they're pretty nice size. And then the rest of the plants are not that exciting at the moment. Hopefully fertilizers will help them too. I've got a few of the Cryptocoryne I, hudoroi, I think it is. And then there's one Amazon sword in the back there. Not doing exceptionally well. There's some more of the twig catfish. One there. And then there's another one on that plant in the back. So, anyway, tank is overall doing well. The angelfish also are breeding regularly, the silver ones. 2 on one side, 2 on the other side of the tank. But the eggs generally only last, I think at most, about 2 days. I guess at night when the lights go out, something happens, they seem to eat them. The parents are protecting them, And then, I don't know, maybe that spooks them, or maybe they're not able to protect them when the lights go out. But they, you know, pretty much continually are breeding, usually after water changes. Altums are doing well, which I'm most excited about. Planning now, I think, I have 5 Altums. I'm thinking of moving them to the 120 and setting that up again. It is empty at the moment. I just moved it to a new location. So long-term plans, I think that is my goal. Leave the 8 regular Pterophyllum scalari in this tank and move the 5 Altums to the 120 with some other sort of tetras as companions. But sort of working out how I'll do that, how I want to decorate it, and probably won't be for a while. But in the meantime, the fish in this tank are, yeah, doing pretty well. No, for the most part, no losses in any of the fish. The only ones there was any sort of problem with were these, the large silver ones, Moncasia castae. I started with 12 and 4 of them died over time. One of those jumped out of the tank. It happened when I opened the lid, it jumped out in front of me, and I, was able to grab it and put it back in the tank, but it must have, fell like 4 feet to the ground. So it must have done some damage to itself and it died a short time later. The other 3, I'm not sure why, but these remaining 8 seem fine, so I'm hopeful that they're okay now. But for the most part, all the other tetras, no losses. And of course, the angelfish have all been pretty fine. So yeah, things are doing well. Pretty happy for the most part with this tank. Not thrilled with the way it's decorated. I'm trying to make more of an effort with my scaping these days, but it's fine. Maybe sometime in the future I will try to make it nicer. But yeah, that is my update for the day. Thanks for watching.